Well, America still ranks 41st when it comes to live births and first-month survivability of babies. There's 40 other countries that do a better job of live births and first-month survivability of babies. We spend more money for health care every year, every month, every day than all the other nations of the world combined. And so what's going on here? Well, let's start out from the beginning. Let's talk about fertility. There are fertility clinics all over the place, and even though women would get pregnant and have a miscarriage, they go to the fertility clinics, and of course they charge them $25,000 for artificial insemination or in vitro fertilization, and then they have another miscarriage. These women are not infertile. They get pregnant. They just can't maintain a pregnancy. Well, what does it take to maintain a pregnancy? What does it take to get pregnant properly? Well, you need 90 essential nutrients, 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 essential amino acids, 3 essential fatty acids, and, of course, when the sperm fertilizes the egg, you have a zygote, which is a one-celled human being, and then it begins to divide. In 91 days, the baby's formed, and after that, between 91 days and the end of a 9-month period, the baby just grows in size, and that's a pretty typical thing. So when do you start to need the 90 essential nutrients, 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 3 fatty acids? Well, you need them long before conception, and so what I like to tell people is, look, every individual, both boys and girls, need to be supplemented with the 90 essential nutrients before they're conceived, say at least 6 months to a year before they're conceived, all through the pregnancy they're developed in, from the moment they're born, every day after that. So when they are old enough to have their own families, they'll be just totally steeped in vitamins and minerals. Their tissues will just be totally soaked in vitamins and minerals, and the likelihood of having a birth defect drops significantly. I mean, almost to nothing. Well, unless they have an absorption problem, right? That's also a possibility. Gluten intolerance, hypochlorhydria, not enough stomach acid. So these are all things that have to be dealt with to assure maximum absorption to get maximum benefit from the nutrients you might be supplementing with. Well, birth defects, you have to appreciate, remember, there's thousands and thousands of failed medical theories every century, and the 20th century and the 21st century is no different. One of the big failed theories of the 20th and 21st century is that genetics plays a part in birth defects. No, every birth defect you can name, and 10 times that many you can't, are actually caused by nutritional deficiencies in the embryo, not genetics. All right? And so it's imperative that if somebody's getting married, they're getting engaged, don't give them a $100 gift certificate. Don't give them their towels monogrammed with their initials. Don't give them linen sets. If they don't get them a vacuum cleaner, what you do is you put them on auto ship for the 90 essential nutrients for 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever is comfortable financially for you, particularly if you're a parent or grandparent to this couple, because it'd be awful to have a child with a birth defect, making them a special needs child, things like cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, deafness, okay, these sorts of things, cleft palate, cleft lip, spina bifida, hydrancephalus, limb defects, digit defects, and there's many, many more behavioral defects, okay, whether it's a lesbian, gay, transgender, and bisexual, all this stuff are actually caused by nutritional deficiencies during pregnancy, okay? Well, now the baby's born. Well, how many nutrients do you continue to give the baby? Well, they say, well, I'm breastfeeding this perfect nutrition for the baby. Well, there's 2 caveats there. If the mother is gluten intolerant, she's going to pass that on through the cord blood and through the breast milk. And breast milk, when you're gluten intolerant, is the worst possible thing for the baby. Okay, please don't give your breast milk when your baby's a colicky baby. Don't give your breast milk to the Leachy League, and therefore you're going to cause a gluten intolerance in somebody else's baby. Okay? Now, let's say you have a gluten intolerance and you can't give your breast milk. You want to get a good formula that is totally devoid of any gluten, no wheat, no barley, no rye, no oats. It should say gluten-free on it. And then you need to supplement that baby with all 90 essential nutrients appropriate for body weight. It's a teaspoon of the liquids for 20 pounds of body weight twice a day. If the baby weighs 5-6 pounds, that's a quarter of a teaspoon twice a day of the liquid Beyond Tangerine 2.0, the liquid OsteoFX Plus, and then, of course, the EFAs, EFA Pluses. You could give one of those per 50 pounds. Obviously, if the baby weighs 5, 6, 8 pounds, what you want to do is go ahead and open up one of those capsules and squirt about a half of it in the baby's mouth, okay? And you're going to get them all 90 essential nutrients properly that way. And it's amazing. Kids born with asthma, kids born with dermatitis and eczema. These things will go away very quickly on a gluten-free diet and supplementing with all 90 essential nutrients because they are nutritional deficiencies that are caused by malabsorption because of the gluten problems. Now, as they grow older, you want to, again, switch them over, especially if they're playing sports or active. You want to make sure to include the glucogel and the HGH in their program. This is going to stimulate optimal growth to maximize their genetic potential for height and health and longevity. And then, of course, you want to make sure you're teaching your kids not to eat the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils of gluten. And once you get a hold of the book, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the new DVD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, and the new CD, Public Enemy Number 1. And these three tools, Epigenetics, the book, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, the DVD, and Public Enemy Number 1, the CD, are going to teach you how to have healthy children, how to have a healthy pregnancy. I don't care. I get more women pregnant than any other guy in history, except maybe Solomon. And I don't do it with genetics. I do it with the 90 essential nutrients and the gluten-free diet. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
Do certain foods cause you to bloat or experience gas? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with heartburn? Are you forced to sleep on piles and piles of pillows to cut down on heartburn? Have you been diagnosed with acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease? If any of these describes you, then you've got digestive problems. I was awakened with heartburn almost every night for over 20 years. Then I heard Dr. Wallach and realized all of the antacids I'd been using were actually part of the problem. My stomach acid wasn't too strong, it wasn't strong enough. So I started taking the Ultimate Enzymes from Youngevity. Now all of the heartburn, belching, and bloating are gone, and I can sleep through the night without piling on the pillows. And I'm back to eating the spicy foods I love. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Youngevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound. Turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
I thought I'd talk a little bit today about knee arthritis, as I've got a story here I got from Fox News headlined, Alternative Treatments for Knee Pain. Say, are these popular therapies effective or just snake oil? And this all comes from Dr. Eric Berkson. He's director of the Sports Performance Center at the Harvard-affiliated Massachusetts General Hospital. And they go on to say you might be tempted to try just about anything to relieve pain and stiffness in your arthritic knees. Your doctor will likely support treatments recommending knee replacement. Not all therapies have been proven effective, and the hype sometimes seems too good to be true. So what's the best approach? And he says you should arm yourself with information. They say doctors often recommend cortisone shots and pain relievers like ibuprofen. Physical therapy, weight loss, he says, is the most effective. Strengthening all your muscles will mean you'll have less force on your knee during activity. It's been shown to have an excellent effect on knee pain and future pain. Losing weight makes a significant difference, he says. So losing 5 pounds can result in taking 30 pounds of pressure off of every step. And the first one they list, which kind of surprised me, Doc, was supplements. They say most popular supplements for arthritis in the knee is chondroitin and glucosamine. Both substances are naturally found in the body. Chondroitin sulfate helps keep the cartilage from deteriorating, while glucosamine stimulates cartilage formation and repair. He goes on to say there's a lot of evidence that they work, but only in a certain percentage of patients. He says, I recommend them because there's a little downside to trying the supplements. He says the bigger risk is that the supplements aren't tested by the FDA. When I read that line, I thought, Yeah, like Vioxx was tested by the FDA. It also says supplements should work in about 4 weeks. And then they start kind of going off the tracks here. He's talking about something called visco supplementation, where they inject hyaluronic acid into your knee because it's one of the things found in the joint fluid that lubricates the knee joint. And he says that treatment is usually covered by insurance, and if it's not, you're going to be out about $1,500. And they say platelet-rich plasma. It's doctors extract platelets from your own blood, then inject it into concentrations into the knee. They said the platelets contain hundreds of proteins called growth factors, which can stimulate and speed up the healing response in your body. And I'm thinking, without the raw materials, how are you going to build anything, And they say prolotherapy also calls on the body's own healing process. They inject a irritant like glucose into the knee to get it to send healing cells to the site. And then, of course, acupuncture, which acupuncture does work, but it really only is working on the pain aspect. It doesn't really address the root cause of the problem, which is a worn-out knee because you haven't been supplementing.
Exactly right. Acupuncture can give pain relief and inflammation relief, but doesn't result in any rebuilding. You're exactly right. Now, of course, the big mistake these guys inflict upon the patient is they tell them this piece, none of these supplements are approved by the FDA. And I always tell patients when they say that, well, is this approved by the FDA? And I say, no, thank God. Drop your knees and give thanks to the Lord that these are not approved by the FDA, and because everything that the FDA approved has a downside. It has a negative problem list, and of course, amongst the list of all the bad things that are going to happen to you when you take this pharmaceutical includes death. And you point out a good one for arthritis is, of course, the Vioxx, which one of my good friends had some dental work done, and the dentist prescribed Vioxx for him. He took one Vioxx and died that night from a heart attack, which is the side effect of that drug. And so you want to stay away from those kind of things. And, of course, I like the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. The Healthy Bone and Joint Pack it gives you all 90 essential nutrients, and I like to throw in the Immortalium, which stimulates your own stem cells. You don't have to have injections for $1,500. Amazing. And so thank you so much, Doug, because that's a big one. Arthritis is a big one, but we can deal with it. And we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
When you perspire, working or playing, your body is losing more than just water. That's why it tastes salty. But what you're sweating out is more than just salt and potassium, as some sports drinks will have you believe. One of the most well-known sports drinks only has 2 nutrients, and it's loaded with sugar. Some have a mineral or 2 with a couple of vitamins. Youngevity's exceptional sports drink, Rebound FX, is chock full of cancer-fighting antioxidants, a full spectrum of vitamins, plant-derived minerals, and herbs. Rebound FX is a highly absorbable liquid supplement that gives you quick, sustained energy. Rebound FX supports cardiovascular health, immune health, and boosts stamina and energy. Don't short yourself during and after your workout with just a couple of nutrients. Drink Youngevity's Rebound FX for optimal health. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to Physician and Veterinarian.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Colorado. And Ray, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Ray, you're on the air.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking my call, Doc.
Yes, sir. What's up?
I got 5 problems. Did you want to hear them all at once, or just?
Yeah, are they you particularly?
Yes, it's mine.
Oh, okay, give them all to me at once.
Okay. I have a carotid artery problem. The left side is 60% plugged, and it's hard.
Okay.
The right side is 45% plugged, and it's soft.
Okay.
I've got an enlarged prostate. I have to get up 4, 5, 6 times a night to urinate. Then I've got a bad memory. I've got tenderitis, ringing in the ear, and I'm also hard of hearing. And my right knee hurts. That's the 5.
Okay. All right. How much do you weigh, Ray?
I weigh 141.
Okay, and how tall are you, sir?
5'7".
Okay. And how old are you?
76.
Okay. And let's see here. Do you have any history, any respiratory problems, any asthma, bronchitis, anything like that?
No, I don't.
Hello?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you have any history of skin problems, eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis?
No, none of that.
Okay, good. Any bowel problems, constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, appendicitis?
No.
Okay, good. All right. Well, all of the things you've mentioned here are nutritional deficiencies. And, of course, when you have painful knees, do you have any back problems at all?
No.
Okay, good. All right, well, Shar, this is a Shar thing. Here's a guy, 141 pounds. He's got knee problems. He's got ringing in the ears, tinnitus. He's got a little bit of dementia, forgetting things. Enlarged prostate. He's getting up at night 2-3 times to go to the bathroom. It could be enlarged prostate. It could be a back problem. You don't necessarily have to have pain for a back problem. And then he's got some plugged arteries of significant plugging of 40 to 50%. What would you do for this guy?
Okay, I would give him the basic healthy bone and joint pack, but I would add to it, for the blocked arteries, I would add the Ultimate Daily. For the prostate problems, I would add ProstFX. And I would add an extra bottle of glucogel to go with that healthy bone and joint pack.
Sure. Very, very good. Okay, so let's see here. Anything else for the dementia?
He could take the de-stress for that.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Ray, here you go. Char's exactly right. You need 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. Take a full dose of everything twice a day with the exception of the glucogel. I want you to take 15 of those a day, 5 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All that be accomplished by the 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. None of the bad stuff, no fried foods, processed meats, oils, gluten, and that includes no carbonated drinks because they neutralize stomach acid, can't absorb minerals. The hearing thing and ringing in the ears, this has to do with osteoporosis of the skull, so the same thing. Okay, and then, of course, the dementia, the de-stress capsules, 3 of those twice a day, and enlarged prostate, ProstFX, 3 of those twice a day, arteries, Ultimate Daily tablets.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
Normal blood pressure, naturally. How would that make you feel?
I'm Don from New Mexico. January of 2000, I had a heart attack. Then my real health began going downhill, and I had high blood pressure, high blood sugar, poor vision, and I really wasn't sleeping well. I was a mess, pretty much.
Don reports dramatic improvements with Heart and Body Extract.
I started taking Heart and Body Extract, and from within a few days, I started sleeping a lot better. My blood pressure normalized, my blood sugar normalized, and my sleep really did improve.
Experience these benefits and more when your body gets what it needs with the assistance of Heart and Body Extract. Order at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305. That's hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305.
And folks, I did not expect this at all. By the 7th, 8th, and 9th day, I saw dramatic improvements from taking Heart and Body Extract.
Details at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract.
Attention taxpayers. If you've received a notice from the IRS or state, do not ignore it. It's also a big mistake to try and handle your tax problem on your own. If you owe back taxes, it's a fact that the government has the power to take everything you own, including your home, business, wages, savings, and your freedom. But here's the good news. There's a special toll-free tax hotline set up especially for you. This tax hotline will tell you about new programs that are geared to help you dramatically settle, reduce, or eliminate what you owe. But you have to call now. Take down this number or put it in your cell phone. But call 877-345-7645. That's 877-345-7645. When you call, you get free information on how you can reduce or eliminate back taxes, including penalties and interest. You can also be helped if you have unfiled returns, a tax lien, wage garnishment, bank levy, or if you've been entered into a payment plan but can't make the payments. Don't make the big mistake in thinking you can ignore or handle your tax problem on your own. You can stop the collection process immediately at 1-877-345-7645. That's 1-877-345-7645. 1-877-345-7645.
Let's head to California. And Jennifer, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Jennifer. You're on the air.
Hi. Okay, so I drink a lot of tea throughout the day. My husband drinks coffee. We love using our NutriBullet and doing a lot of the kale spinach type drinks. We sip on the BTT all day long, but I've heard about the correlation between phytates and caffeine and mineral absorption, and I want to know if what we're doing is counterproductive to our taking supplements.
Not really. Tea, particularly green tea, is very, very good. Herbal teas are very good. And we have a wonderful coffee line ourselves, Java Fit, Premium Roast Coffee, Premium Roast Decaf. We have flavored coffees. I think my favorite of the coffees, of course, is the Premium Roast, but the flavored one I like is the hazelnut cinnamon. Hazelnut cinnamon is my favorite. The flavored Java Fit coffees. And we have the roasted beans. We have the ground roasted beans. And we just come out with these K-cups. And so you can get individual cups instead of having to make a whole pot and then throw it away if you have a small family. At any rate, no, coffee and tea both have wonderful, wonderful antioxidant effects, reduce the risk of many, many diseases. And certainly if you have diseases that are really, really life-threatening, you want to be drinking more tea and more coffee because they are going to actually give you the antioxidants that will help support your immune system. Great, great question, Jennifer. Okay, any other questions?
Yes, about the kale and the spinach. Is that okay to be juicing that?
Oh, kale and spinach. You got to watch the kale thing if you have a thyroid problem. Any of the cruciferous vegetables, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kale, those things are unacceptable when you have a thyroid problem of any kind because they do interfere with thyroid metabolism. Spinach, cooked spinach, is fine. When you cook vegetables, it breaks down the phytates. Even steamed broccoli is okay, and so forth. So you just have to watch the raw vegetables. And, of course, if you eat large amounts of nuts during the day, they're loaded with phytates, and including things like pea pods. The peas are okay, but the pods and green beans, they do have a lot of phytates in them, so you have to cook them really well before you eat them. Otherwise, there will be some counterproductive stuff. But the tea and the coffee are legendary for extending life. And go for it, girl. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to North Carolina. And Denise, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Denise, you're on the air.
Hi. I'm calling for someone because he can't speak, and it's been for 2 years now. He said it's acute lung failure or vocal paralysis dysfunction or something to that nature.
Okay, vocal paralysis, okay. And anything else? Did he have a stroke or?
No stroke.
And what do the doctors attribute this to?
It's so hard.
Okay, I have to run one of these message moments here, Denise. Hang on, we'll be back. I'll ask you a couple more questions, and then Shar and I will give you the answers. We'll be back after these messages.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we will see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember the phone number. Again, it's 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I have bought a few bottles of Heart and Body Extract and have to say that it certainly does work.
That's what Jack from Michigan had to say after his experience with heart pain and what he did to treat it with Heart and Body Extract.
I actually had a huge heart flutter. I was also having some edema around my ankles and very worrisome clot in my right leg that would happen from time to time while I was trying to sleep.
Heart and Body Extract is all natural with no negative side effects. It will help repair or correct past problems associated with the heart and body circulation.
After my second bottle of Heart and Body Extract, all problems are now gone.
Order at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305.
I ordered a third bottle of Heart and Body Extract for maintenance as I want to keep everything working.
Order Heart and Body Extract at 866-295-5305 or hbextract.com. Heart and Body Extract for a long and healthy life.
Okay, Doug, let's go right back to North Carolina. Denise? Okay, how much does this fellow weigh? Denise, how much does he weigh?
Between 140 and 150.
Okay, and how tall is he?
Approximately 5'10".
Okay. Any other issues we need to know about? Okay, constipation, diarrhea, skin problems, asthma, COPD?
No other issues.
Any of those things?
No.
Okay, very good. Okay, lung failure, is this like asthma or COPD? What do we mean by lung failure?
When I communicate with him, he has to write or text out the information. So he says acute lung failure or vocal paralysis. And this, like I said, that's only been going on for the last 2 years. He wasn't born like that or anything.
Okay, one other thing. Does he have any arthritis or back problems or knee pain or anything like that?
No.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The reason why I'm asking, how old is this guy? I didn't ask you how old is he.
He's, now I'm guessing, I've asked him, I would say he's between 30 and 35.
He's a middle-aged guy. He's not 82 or anything like that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay, there's several things that can cause vocal paralysis and so forth, one of which, of course, is a stroke. Another thing that can cause this is a osteoporosis of the skull, and you have a squeezing of the pharyngeal nerves, which actually controlled the vocal cords and so forth. Shar, you know of a gal from Detroit who had this problem where she couldn't speak very well and was breathless and couldn't talk. Remember that?
Yes.
And this has to do with osteoporosis of the skull and lung failure, of course. This could be sort of secondary to that, but it also could be due to another deficiency disease, which causes almost an asthma-like problem, because they can get air in, but they can't get air out, and so that's problematic. Well, here's a guy, 150 pounds, Sharp. What would you do for a guy in this position?
Well, I give him the healthy. I give him the healthy brain and heart pack.
Okay. And what would you do for the osteoporosis of the skull, squeezing the nerves?
I give him some extra. I give him Ultimate Daily, but I also give him. That comes with the OsteoFX. So you could have extra OsteoFX.
What about Glucogel?
And Glucogel. Excuse me.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, good. So, you're exactly right there. What we want you to do for this guy, Denise, is give him 2 of the Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month. I want him to have 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFAs at breakfast and dinner. And this is going to give the lungs the raw material to make a hormone which can dilate the bronchi, get more air in and out. I've seen people who are told they only have months to live, and you give them the extra omega-3s and you give them a significant amount, and they start producing the hormone. They can breathe better. Also, Shar said, I would go ahead and throw in 2 bottles a month of the Glucogel, so he could take 15 a day, 5 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the goal here is to help support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone matrix, bone itself. This includes the bones of the skull. And when you have these types of paralysis of the vocal cords and the throat, which may contribute to this lung failure thing here, this can be caused by a squeezing of the roots of the 9th cranial nerve, the lingual pharyngeal nerve, which has to do with the tongue and the vocal cords and the larynx and so forth. And these things can work again. You get the pressure off the roots of that nerve. And so that's the direction I would go. And none of the bad stuff, so you can maximize absorption of these nutrients. No fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates, nitrites, no oils, no olive oil, coconut oil, margarine, mayonnaise, salad dressing, cooking oils, and no gluten, no wheat, no barley, and rye, no oats. Call us every, say, 2 weeks and give us some sense of how he's doing, and we'll walk you guys through this. Okay, Doug, we got time to start another one?
We certainly do. Let's head to Tucson, Arizona. And Dorothy, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Dorothy. You're on the air.
Hi. Oh, my gosh.
How can we help you?
It's so good. Oh, my gosh. I called because I have my daughter has, she was injured when she fell with her right ankle.
Okay.
And the doctor, it's swelling and stuff like that. And
how long ago was that? How long ago was that, Dorothy? Was it last week or 2 years ago?
I have it written down. I'd say about 4 weeks ago.
Okay, we got to run one of these message moments. Hang on. We'll be back with you after these messages, and we'll ask a little bit more questions.
3 minutes away.
Oh, 3 minutes away. Okay, I thought I heard music in the background. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so she injured her ankle. Is that the primary question here?
Well, that is, yes.
Okay, how much does she weigh? Yeah, how much does she weigh?
I've got your pack for diabetic care.
Okay, she has diabetes?
No, me, myself.
Oh, you have
for her
diabetes. Okay,
is
good.
her ankle. That's
Sure.
what I called most about.
How much does your daughter weigh, Dorothy?
Okay.
How much does your daughter weigh?
Oh, gosh, she gained weight. She weighs 206 pounds.
206, okay, and how tall is she?
5'2.5" or 3.
Okay. Okay, very good. Yeah, 5'2.5", I'd like to see her weigh, 110 pounds, maybe 115 pounds, 120 pounds. So she needs to lose somewhere around 75 to 80 pounds. And, Sharp, what would you do for this lady who has a physical injury? Did she have a fracture or she needed a cast on, or is it just a strain or a sprain or what?
it was a sprain, and she has the boot on, and they're trying to get her in a shoe, but that's not working out.
Okay. All right. So, Char, what would you do for somebody who's had a physical injury, a strain and a sprain, not a fracture, but obviously impairing walking and everything? She's maybe 75 to 80 pounds overweight. What would you do for her?
I would give her 2 healthy bone and joint packs, and the CM cream in there will help the swelling in the ankle.
Okay, what would you do for the 75 or 80 pounds?
I give her the ASAP.
Fantastic. Okay. Char's exactly right, Dorothy. What I would do is give your daughter 2 of the healthy bone and joint packs per month. It'd be a full dose of everything twice a day except for the glucogel. She needs 15 a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. And that's going to support and promote healthy maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone matrix, bone itself. And the CM cream that comes with those 2 healthy bone and joint packs, she can lavishly apply the CM cream to her ankle, and will definitely, as Char says, relieve a lot of the swelling and inflammation and pain. Usually within 10-15 minutes, a person can detect significant results, either significant pain relief and swelling relief, or total for 3 to 5 hours. And so it will have to be reapplied several times a day. And then for the weight thing, I'd have your daughter get 2 bottles a month of the ASAP. Have her put 2 dropperfuls of the ASAP liquid under her tongue before each meal, 1 dropper full 30 minutes before the meal, the second dropper full 15 minutes before each meal. And she will begin to lose that weight. Okay? Well, we will be back after these messages.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the Pig Arthritis Formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
There's a man named Dr. Joel Wallach who is anything but your typical doctor, both a veterinarian and naturopathic physician. Doc asks, why does the United States spend more money on health care by far and still rank 50th in health and longevity worldwide? He believes that people should empower themselves with a basic understanding of nutrition, take charge of their health, and attain optimal health and longevity through nutrition, not by toxic prescription drugs that lead to side effects and more toxic prescription drugs. Doc Wallach's message is resonating with an increasing number of Americans who are waking up to all the big government, big pharma, and big insurance manipulation of our healthcare system. I'm George Norrie, and I like what Doc Wallach is saying and doing to enlighten people about health care. Visit criticalhealthnews.com and listen to Dr. Wallach's Deadly Recipes lecture. It makes a lot of sense, and I urge you to join our Critical Health News team. Go to criticalhealthnews.com. That's criticalhealthnews.com.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Monterey, California. And Steve, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Steve, you're on the air.
Oh, hi. I heard what you said about drinking coffee, how it's good for you. So I have 2 questions. Is coffee good to drink like with a latte with milk?
Well, sure. Milk is a very good food. Unless you're allergic to milk, but no, milk is a good food. I prefer milk to these artificial creamers, which are made from flour and oil and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, milk is much healthier than the artificial creamers. You have to remember, the artificial creamers were actually built to attract people who are trying to avoid cholesterol, which is one of the fats in milk, and saturated fat, milk fat, and the cholesterol in milk. And so there was this big hysteria about saturated fat and cholesterol, and that turned out to be just an ad campaign to sell Crisco. There was never really negative about it, so milk, to make a latte with coffee, is one of the healthiest ways you can drink coffee. Absolutely.
Okay, I have one more quick question. Never heard you say what you thought about this, but obviously, I'm in my 50s, but I know a lot of people who smoke marijuana. Is that healthy for people?
Okay, well, marijuana, of course, is legal in many, many states for medical use. In some states now they're starting to show it as a recreational drug. Okay, it's legal. And it can give pain relief. It's a hypnotic and cause people, to have all kinds of anxiety and stuff. It can help them there. But what I predict is this. In the states that are licensing marijuana for recreational use, the birth defect rate is going to skyrocket. Not because the marijuana causes any birth defects, but these young people, both single people and couples, are going to spend their money on marijuana for recreational use, and they're not going to buy vitamins, minerals, and so the embryo is going to suffer, not because of any direct assault by the marijuana, but because of a lack of nutritional supplements. And it should be a federal law that if you're going to use cigarettes or alcohol, drugs, if you're going to use marijuana, a lot of pharmaceuticals, you need to actually supplement with all 90 essential nutrients. Otherwise, they won't sell you these things, the marijuana, because the birth defect rate is going to go off the roof as a result of all these young people putting their money into recreational drugs, including marijuana. Great question. That's one of my major concerns. Okay, how much time we have here, Doug?
We got about a minute and a half.
Minute and a half. Okay, Shar?
I'm here, Doc.
Okay. Okay, we got about a minute and a half here, and it's been a while since you have shared your thoughts with people, and we've been seeing literally thousands of people yet this year, and we're seeing a trend of people. And what is your take on what's going on out there in the general public? What are you seeing when it comes to people's interest in supplementation?
Well, a lot of people, my friend, Chet, our distributor, he's been talking to a lot of people on the phone. He answers calls and stuff, and people are upset about Obamacare because they're having to pay more copay. It's costing them a lot more money than they thought it was going to cost. And because of that, they're having to learn how to avoid going to the doctor because they can't afford it. And again, the most bankruptcies are caused over health care, and obviously the Obamacare is just going to exacerbate this more yet and make it worse. So probably more bankruptcies over health care. So the best thing to do is learn how to take care of yourself.
Very, very good. Very insightful. And of course, I don't know if you saw it this morning, but the growth rate for the first quarter in the United States of this year was 0.2%. 0.2%. It's the lowest it's been, in I don't know how many years. And what's happening here is because of the Affordable Health Care Act, these small companies that have more than 29 employees are having to pay for insurance. They're just shutting down. There's some of these restaurants that are these big chain restaurants that have been around for 25, 30 years that I know of. The entire chains are shutting down because they can't afford the insurance for their employees. They're just shutting down. And suddenly now people are interested not only in making some extra money through longevity, but also, as you point out, take care of themselves. So thank you, Shar, for that. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. A lot of great testimonies and questions today. Thank you, Shar. Super job as usual. Thank you, Doug and Billy. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Hi, John Hubner from Midas Resources. Are you tired of watching your hard-earned assets dwindle away? As government spending is out of hand and the Federal Reserve is creating in excess of $20 billion a week, are you tired of stockbrokers gambling away your hard-earned money? Is this market a setup for a crash greater than 1987? Too many of today's policies resemble those that led to the collapse of 1929. This is John Hubner, and that was me in 2007. And we all know what happened when the subprime credit bubble burst. By March 2009, the dollar lost 50% of its value. The entire U.S. banking system was on the verge of collapsing. Like all financial problems of the past, is history about to repeat itself? Call me, John Hubner, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 129, before it's too late to protect yourself. Will the oncoming catastrophe take all private IRAs, 401ks with it? There is a way to protect your hard-earned assets. Call me, John Hubner, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 129.